Passamos em seguida à sexta e última Pecha Kucha desta sessão, com o título SciVal Output Clear Bibliometric Output Help Your Institution. A comunicação será apresentada por Edward Wedel Larsen, ok, thank you, da Elsevier, que é outro dos patrocinadores do nosso encontro.
Okay. Sorry, which one is yours?
Elsevier.
Yes. There you go.
How does it start?
Sorry?
How does it start?
Oh, you can just. It's already there.
Oh, it's already there.
It's a different screen. Sorry, thank you.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. I think I'm. Oh, it's not on. It is on. My name is indeed Edward Wedel Larsen. Thank you very much. Very well pronounced. It's about SciVal and how it can help your institution's strategy. So what is SciVal? For those of you who haven't heard of SciVal yet, I mean, you know Elsevier, you have heard of Science Direct, and you may have heard of Scopus. SciVal is a product that works with data that comes from Scopus and data that comes from Science Direct. It's like this. It's there to evaluate your institution. It's there to benchmark your institution. Benchmark means, comparing it, your institution to other institutions, or to look at your institution within a country, compare countries to countries, researchers to researchers, departments to departments, faculties to faculties, etc. It's there to help you strengthen collaboration. If you want to know with whom you have collaborated, or better, with whom you should be collaborating and have not yet done so, SciVal can show you. It shows you also the strength and the weaknesses of your research output. It helps you to design, and it helps you to execute a research strategy. All of the institutes, everybody who sits here has a research strategy at their institute, and this tool is there to help you to look if you're going into the right direction, and if you're not, in what direction should you be going. Where do we get the data? As I said at the beginning, the data comes from Science Direct. Everybody knows Science Direct, I hope. Science Direct, full text articles of more than 2,000 journals, but it also gets its data from Scopus. And Scopus is this. It's the largest abstract and citation database in the world at this moment. It contains information from 22,000 journals, which are not all Elsevier journals. They are from 5,000 different editors. It contains about 113,000 books. It contains commercial journals, it contains conference papers, etc. So all of that information sits in Scopus, and SciVal takes that information and calculates that information and shows you benchmarking, shows you reports, shows you collaborations, etc. There's a couple of logos you see on the left-hand side. Those are government institutions from different countries, including your own FCT at the bottom, using the Scopus data to make all sorts of research evaluations or research reports. Here we have more. Important ones are the World University Rankings. The QS is going to work for the next 10 years only with data from Scopus, other data as well, but citation data only from Scopus. THE, the Times Higher Education, which is also a ranking from universities, the next 5 years only be working with citation data coming from Scopus. Also in the UK, in Australia, we are working on the BES report and on the national research evaluations. So all of that there to show you that the data that comes from Scopus and which is used in SciVal is qualitative data which is trusted by many different countries in the world. So what do we do with the Scopus data? In the background, 110 trillion pre-calculated data formulas have already been calculated for you, which is why SciVal is so fast. If you see SciVal working, you click on different options, you get all these calculations, all these reports. They calculate it in a couple of seconds because everything is pre-calculated, and we do that with a technology which is called supercomputing technology. So all of the data and the publication citations from Scopus and Science Direct go into the supercomputing technology. We select metrics, all the metrics in SciVal. It's about 20 different metrics, citations per article, field-weighted citation impact, number of articles per researchers, etc. All of that is calculated there. And then in the 4 modules that consist of SciVal, you can see the results of that. Overview, benchmarking, collaboration, and trends. So what are the questions that are addressed by using SciVal? For instance, how can we demonstrate what are our main strengths and position my university? It's done with overview. An overview, I'm not sure if you can read it from there, but it gives you a high-level overview of the research of a university over the last 4, 5, and 6 years. Other questions could be, I want to explore various scenarios and I'm considering to set up a center of excellence, so how can I best do this? And you have a module called Trends. Trends contains Scopus data, Science Direct data, and it shows you something about which disciplines are going to become important. So how much is being downloaded in a certain area and is likely to be cited in the future and is likely to become important, and what could the potential rising stars of those people not know now become famous in the future. All of that can be found in Trends. A third question is, my vice rector is going to China or to another country, and he wants to know what our collaboration is in that country with the universities he's going to visit. All of that can be found very quickly in the module called Collaboration. And the last question, how can I see who's excelling in a specific subject area? Who is the best? If I look at a certain person, a certain group or department, how can I see if they are better or worse than others? That's something that you can do in benchmarking, where you're able to compare groups of people and departments and faculties and universities with other groups of people, departments and faculties, and see what they are doing compared to the average in a certain country or group of countries. Basically any entity that you want to look at. Benefits for a broad range of users. Is this only for researchers or only for decision makers? No, it is mainly for vice rectors of research and of scientific policy who are in charge of the strategy, but it's also very important for directors of faculties, directors of departments, but also the researchers themselves. They are able to look at themselves, see how they do it compared to the peers in the same university or other countries. Last. Thank you very much.